Ali Drew for Seconds Out with David Adeleye. David, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Saturday night, big fight for you. How are you feeling?
Good. Nothing I'm not used to. It's another day in the office.
And how's the camp been for this fight? It's not been long since you were out last in March. Did you just go straight back to the gym?
I had a few days off and then I got back in the gym. Of course, it's not really ideal because the way this COVID thing set up. So certain sparring partners we couldn't get our hands on, and certain fighters we couldn't really get in the ring with. But nonetheless, we still got it done and we still did good rounds of sparring.
How are you finding these behind closed door shows? Obviously you're used to them, you've fought a few times, but I bet you can't wait for the fans to get back.
Yeah, I think obviously this is going to be the last one behind closed doors, so no complaints there. And look, to be fair, I'm going to go there on Saturday and suck it all up because it's going to be the last time with nobody there. But yeah, I'm a man of the people, man. I love the fans and I love them there. I've only had one fight with them there, which was obviously my debut. I never got to experience it again, so I need to experience it properly.
And your opponent, Sokolowski, has fought some top fighters. He's caused quite a few upsets. What do you make of him as your opponent?
Yeah, like you just said, he's fought some top fighters. He's caused a lot of upsets, but I believe in myself, and I'm gonna go there and do the business and do what I know.
And what kind of fight are you looking for? All your fights so far have been KOs. Are you looking for that again?
As the opposition steps up, everything starts to kind of change a bit. If I hit him and hurt him, and I hear my coach in the corner say, "Put your foot on the gas," then I'm gonna get him out of there. If my coach says to me, "This might go the distance, play with him and have some fun in there," then I'm gonna go in there and play with him. Just whatever way my coach says, just play it by ear. But one thing for sure, I'm gonna come out with that W.
And then after this fight, you're gonna have a bit of a rest, or you're gonna look to come out again soon?
I might have a bit of a rest. I think we got told the other day that we were like the most active fighter, I think, over the past 12 months. I think that's in the whole world, not just Britain. So, I've been in camp basically about 12 months. So I'll probably have a bit of a rest and then get back to it. But when I say a bit of a rest, I'll probably have about 2 weeks off. That's about it.
And how many sort of fights are you looking, if things back to normal, to get in this year? Are you stepping up the levels every fight?
Look, I think I always stay fit anyways. So someone like me that's always in the gym, I'll fight every week if I could. So it's just whenever the call gets, made to us, do you want this date, do you want this date, then we'll just take it.
And I do have to ask you what you make of Nathan Gorman apparently sort of swerving you and saying that he wants Fabio Wardley. What do you make of that?
I think with him, he just looks at me as high risk. And obviously I've had 5 fights now. I think he's had 20 fights. He just looks at it as, look, what's the point of fighting this guy that's had 5 fights? It's risky. Would rather literally fight a Fabio Wardley that's kind of building his name up, and if he was to lose to Wardley, which I don't think he would, it wouldn't be as bad. But he's taking a fight he knows he could win. He doesn't want to fight me because he knows what it's like getting in there with me.
Also want to ask you about your comments on Dave Allen. He's making a return, he says, and you said you're happy to sort of ruin the party for his return.
Yeah, I forgot who I had my interview with earlier on this week. I never actually called his name up. I just literally, his name was put forward to me, and they said, "Would you fight Dave Allen?" So he's been there with a lot of fighters. He's a name in the British scene as well. Why not? But in terms of me going up my way to look for him, no, because he specifically said he's only coming to do 4 and 6 rounders. I'm trying to look onto bigger and better things, like Nathan Gorman trying to go into world level. So I'd rather fight people like Gorman that's gone into world level than the Dave Allens that's staying at 4 and 6 rounders. It doesn't really make no sense. But look, by the time he comes back, I might be on 8 and 10 rounders. But if the fight gets put to me, then I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, if it gets put to you, then you're happy to deal with it.
Definitely.
And I do have to ask before we finish about AJ Fury. You know both guys quite well. What do you make of that fight? Do you think it's going to happen soon? There's a lot of talk. It's 1 minute it's made, the next it's not.
I think it will happen. Look, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, that was a fight on another scale. They still managed to do the logistics and make that fight happen. Both were on different sort of TV channels. They still made it happen. So I think they can definitely make it happen. And it's a fight they both clearly want. AJ wants it. Fury wants it. You know, I think there's a fight that can happen. I think it will happen soon, and I think they'll both do the fights this year. 2 fights. I think they got a initial fight, and then they got the rematch clause, which I think they can both, you know, knock them out in this year.
And who's your money on in that fight?
Sitting on the
Put you on the spot.
I'm gonna have to sit on the. It's so funny because everyone hates asking me now, because I give boring replies. But you know, I'm just gonna sit on the fence. I'm watching it as a fan. Who's your money on?
I'm on the fence as well, don't worry.
I'll ask you off the camera. I'll ask you.
David, thank you and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Pleasure.